Advice. Bill, how's it going? I hope that wherever you're at, everything is going swell. LOL. All right. It's kind of a question about a relationship. Here's my story. I'm 19 years old, 19-year-old female who's been dating a 21-year-old male. And we've been together almost 5 years. Oh, Jesus. 5 fucking years. And she writes, fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous, I know. And our relationship has had its ups and downs like any relationship. But lately, I feel like I can't stand him anymore. Well, yeah, that's understandable. You've been dating him like half your fucking life. I don't know what's wrong with me, or maybe it's him. I don't know what's going on. I have no fucking clue. But he seems to have a really big problem with weed. If he isn't high, he can't think about anything else but getting high. Oh, God, here we go. His goal in life is to get high as a fucking kite and giggle. That's a peaceful, nice fucking goal. She writes, what the fuck? I don't want to be dating a weakling who needs a drug like that. I want a man. And I don't know how to tell him that. Every time I tell him I have a problem with the weed, we get into a huge argument and I end up being the bitch. I just want him to care about me more than he cares about his weed. And it's hurting us financially. We both only make $300 a week, and he's spending 75% of his check on weed, cigarettes, and gas. I am the breadwinner. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I'm so tired of taking care of his dumbass. He doesn't even seem like he's willing to change even a little bit. What do I do? I know I probably sound like a complete prude, but I'm not at all. Well, anyways, I really hope you read this and can give me some good advice. All right. Ma'am, you are dating a fucking loser. Yeah, you're dating a loser. So you got to get out of it. I mean, the only red flag in there is when you said, I just want him to care about me more than he cares about his weed. Now, the only question I have there is, well, what if he was really into playing guitar? Would you then be like, I just want him to care more about me than he does about his guitar playing? Because then, that's actually a red flag with you, because you could be one of those awful people. Like, one of the worst relationships you can seriously be in is when you're dating somebody who finds your passion to be a threat. And then they systematically, they try to mind fuck you out of basically either your dream in life all the way down to just a simple hobby that you have, just because it steals focus from you paying attention to them, which I don't think you are in this. I think you sound very rational. You actually said, I don't know if it's me, so I don't think you are being like that. So I have to side with you 100% here. All right. Let's first of all, we'll start with your relationship and just completely ignore the fact that he's 21, you're 19, you've been together for 5 years, which means when you got together, you were 14, he was 16, which means at some point he was 18 and you were under 18. So there was some sort of statutory rape going on there, right? We'll ignore all of that and just get to the fact, I bet a lot of my listeners would probably think that I was going to trash you for you saying that I'm the breadwinner. I don't want to be the breadwinner. And I would go, oh, typical fucking broads. They all talk about how they want to be the independent goddamn woman and yada, yada, yada. And all of a sudden, they got to take care of some fucking sponge. Welcome to my goddamn world. I don't feel that you're like that. I know what you're dating a fucking loser. You're dating a future subject on Cops, it seems. The way you describe him, is he shirtless too? This guy's a fucking loser. He makes $300 a week. I'm not judging that aspect of it, but he spends 75% of it on weed, cigarettes, and gas. Right now I'm picturing that guy that Matthew McConaughey played in Dazed and Confused, just hanging around the high school, like, where are the parties at, man? With his cool car. Yeah, you got to get out of the relationship. And there's nothing wrong as a female if I'm not saying that you go out and just be a fucking gold digger, but you want your man to be able to provide. That's what the fuck we do. We provide. We don't provide, we're useless. We don't have a womb, right? No, seriously. We're fucking useless. So I get it. Yeah, you got to break up with this guy. You know what I mean? How many times can you look? Already, it seems like you're approaching this guy on eggshells. Honey, it'd be really nice if you just stop being a fucking loser. You're not even saying that. You're being a nice person. So if I had to give you any advice, I would say you need to get out of that relationship. And considering you've been in it since you're 14, I think you might be a little codependent. And I think you need to break up with this guy, figure out who the fuck you are, which will involve you staying single for a significant period of time. And just know that, breakups are painful. Just prepare yourself for that. So you don't go running back to this fucking loser and waste another 5 years of your fucking life because you don't want to go through 6 weeks of pain. Just, as they said in Platoon, take the pain. All right? Just get out of the fucking relationship and just tell yourself, this is going to suck for 6 weeks. I'm going to wake up crying. I'm going to feel lost. I'm going to be wondering, what did I used to do with all my free time before I was with this person? You're going to have that bizarre feeling where now you're looking back on somebody who was a huge part of your life and now they're becoming a stranger. So then it just becomes this weird episode. Like, what was that? Who was that? Was that my life that just went into that fucking room for 5 years? It's really, just prepare yourself that that's going to happen. But every day it gets a little bit fucking easier. And then one day you're going to wake up, you're not going to give a shit, the sun's going to be shining. And then just enjoy being single. You're only fucking 19 years old. There's no fucking reason to be in a relationship that serious for that fucking long with the fucking loser. So get out of it, get through the pain, and then after 6 weeks, just hang out with your friends, have a good fucking time, but do not get into another relationship. I wouldn't get into another relationship for like a year. Just be single for at least a fucking year and feel how awesome that is to just be single, to wake up, feel good about yourself, but then not have to worry that someone else is a douche, so that drags down your feeling good about yourself quotient, and just fucking be single. All right? There you go. I said the same thing 90 times in a fucking row. I realize it. And what do we got? I'm a little over an hour here on the podcast. So good luck to you. All right?